So if you're thinking about doing a van life anything, expect this bullshit daily. Are they crooked? They're totally crooked. Whatever. Hi, my name is Tatiana. I'm a van life reseller who's recently embarked on a 3-year journey from Vancouver Island to Mongolia. In my last video, I explored the Bavarian town of Leavenworth and stopped at Cottonwood Canyon before reaching Bend, Oregon. I stayed the night on the outskirts of Redmond, and in the morning, well, so there you have it, the Redwood Caves. Would I recommend you doing it? Yeah. If you're driving through and you have time, absolutely stop. I mean, it's so close to town and the caves are basically right off the highway, so it's something that you could get done under an hour. And on top of that, like, it's fun to explore something new. Now back to the van and off to run my errands. It was an unexpected, short-lived visit to Bend, Oregon. I wanted to stay here for a few days, but I just looked at the weather at the next location I'm going to, and by the time I got there with my original plan, it was going to be raining, so I'm going to get there early. And then my van decided to give me grief. If you remember, prior to me actually leaving, I had to go get an oil change, and while we were getting that oil change, they ended up finding a few more problems. One of the problems being the van will stall while idling. They deduced it as was in the 2008 Mercedes Dodge model, there's a really reoccurring and common problem that the wire from the battery to the engine gets frayed and then sometimes, you know, like misfires, like a damaged nerve essentially. I was able to solve this problem by just charging my car battery for a little while, and now of course I left my van sitting for a week in a garage unplugged. It's slowly deteriorating again, and today every time I turned it on it barely turns over. Like I have to do about 3 times before it actually will turn over and the engine starts. That changes my plans. For the next 3 days I intended to explore the redwoods, but I'm gonna take today to charge my batteries. So I came to a KOA campsite. Hopefully that can solve my problem. Okay, let's go plug her in. So this isn't the van battery, those are just the batteries that are, you know, attached to the solar panel. Why not charge them if I can? But now to get to my battery, believe it or not, it's actually under the floorboards, under the steering wheel. Excuse my trusty screwdriver, open that bad boy up. Dad, he left me the wrong screwdriver, which means I have to get into my bins and get another one. I have to write one now. The one my dad gave me wasn't wrong. It was for these ones. Now I just gotta find out what I did with the battery charger. Okay. It's red, so I know at least there is power going to it. I hope this does the trick. So I just want to give you a visual of like why I hate having to go into my bins so much. I mean, they're really handy because they're really big. They're just a pain in the neck to get to. Oh my god, why? And that is why I don't like my bins. So, next problem is, I don't know why the Velcro never seems to want to stay on the, I always have to keep replacing it, but this time what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to put Velcro along the entire length and hopefully that just keeps it up. Thank you to my friend Gurjeet. He gave me a bunch of this. because he didn't want it. Good thing, because I need it. The only thing is, like, I never remove these. These just live here permanently. The fact that they fall off on their own without me, like, ripping them on and off, it's like, why? Other side. Yay. Now, it's time to check my battery's water levels. The last time I did this was like 5 months ago, so it's about time. Now I don't feel like going back into my bins to get my safety glasses, so I'm just going to use these sunglasses that I forgot I stored in one of my compartments. It's important to wear the glasses because it's acid that you're dealing with and it splashes back into your eye. It could do some serious damage, so. Whatever. Buddy. I love to wake up she needs water. But keep dreaming without morning. The day is gone. Basically, there's 3 cells to the battery, right? And each one of them needs water. And just one of these cells took an entire bottle of water. So, yeah, I gotta go. They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun. Whoa, lie in the sun. Now I've been to many places and I'm glad I did that because they were low. They took almost 5 bottles of water, so shouldn't have left it that long. But here we are. We still have power. Whew. So now that I got the Velcro done, the battery's done, I think I'm going to take my table leg holders out. I love how this video has become like what I fixed in my van video. So my bed does turn into a table, but it's such a process that I will never do it. On top of that, the table is so heavy, and for the legs it wobbles, so it's not even actually that convenient of a table, even though the table is really nice. I put my drill away too soon. No! Oh. Please. God. I was so worried I had stripped the last damn screw. Do you know how upsetting that would have been? It's okay, I did it though. Oh. And like that, she's out. Clean up that mess though. There you go. There you have it. It sits way better than it did before. Sorry, I didn't do it before and after. Probably should have. I'll remember that for next time. Guess what time it is? Time to get in my bins again. So while I was in the bins, I found this. For some reason, when I go thrifting and I find stuff that I feel like is going to come handy in the future, I buy it and hang on to it. And 90% of the stuff I never use, but the other 10% I do use, and a little bit concerned about my van and the contents of my van. So I'm going to proceed to put a lock on one of my bins. That'll save my stuff. Fingers crossed they just don't steal their van outright. Done. Just gonna get this done. I've run into a dilemma. The table sits so tightly to the bin, there is no room to put this, so I'm gonna have to think of something else. I will have you know that this struggle is daily. So if you're thinking about doing a van life anything, expect this bullshit daily. Oh no. On the This is why I hate my table. Oh god, it's so heavy. I hate this table. Look at that. I feel better knowing I tried. After the day's activities, I was completely spent and pretty much turned the camera off for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow we'll find out if my efforts were in vain.